Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Graves. This is Jessica Ausbrook. We're from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union, and this is the Ripple Effect. Guess what?
What?
I am surrounded by lovely bouquets of flowers.
I'm really wishing I would have wore a floral print today, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't because Nan has beautiful floral print on. We have these beautiful flowers, and I'm over here in black.
But it's okay because then you can see the flowers.
That's true. That is true.
We didn't want your floral shirt to take,
Okay.
the spotlight.
that.
So look
It
at
works.
those beautiful flowers. They're beautiful. You've got a special guest for us.
That's right. Nan Braun is with us. Flowers feed folks. Now, Nan, we know you from a lot of different things, but this is something that's new for you?
Brand new.
All right.
So Flowers Feed Folks is a brand new 501c3 nonprofit. We literally just got our designation in July. But we've been doing small experiments for the last year and a half. So food security is an issue, not just here in Howard County, but pretty much everywhere in the U.S. and around the globe, right? We talked to the folks who cook at the rescue mission. Last year, they did about 150 plates a day.
It's a lot.
This year, they're doing 300 plates a day.
double.
Yikes.
And it's not, the curve's not flattening, right?
Nope.
And everybody who grocery shops knows that the price of things are going up. So every organization who tries to feed folks has a limited budget, and it's harder for them to get more things. So we're like, how can we solve this problem? So Annie Lightsey from Flower Power Urban Bouquets and Michelle Daly from Thistle Rock Farm and I sat down and we started putting our brains together and said, we're already growing flowers. Mm-hmm. People like flowers, right? Like,
Yeah.
look
They're
what happened
beautiful.
to your faces
Yeah.
when I brought flowers in today,
Yeah.
right? Like people don't mind buying flowers. We could grow produce and go, we're going to sell half and donate half. But honestly, the margin on produce is very small. You couldn't cover the input costs, right? We tried it. We grew some produce. We gave a bunch away. And it's like, how do we make this sustainable and
Right.
cover the input costs? So we sell flowers. So we grow flowers, sell flowers. We have bouquet bar events a couple times a month. And we've booked a bunch of workshops over the winter to do flower type crafts. So all summer and fall, Annie's been drying, pressing flowers. So we're going to have all kinds of making art, making valentines, making herbal teas, all kinds of cool stuff all through the winter when we don't have fresh flowers. And then, of course, when we have fresh flowers again next year, we'll have a whole series more of events. The inputs from that, plus some people's donations, help us cover the input cost for growers. So we have a standard 50 by 100 foot plot. It's about $1,500 to stand up a plot, do all the inputs, do the amendments, plow it, disc it, get all everything put in. 3 seasons of food covers all that.
Okay.
So our goal for this year is to expand and do 6 plots next year. And all the land is loaned.
Okay.
So it's people who said, hey, yeah, I got a big lawn. You can come and plow up a 50 by 100 foot plot in my lawn. I won't have to mow it, and you can grow food for people.
Yeah. And maybe flowers.
And every place we grow food, we always grow flowers because flowers bring in pollinators. You bring in pollinators, you get higher production, you get more food, right? So it's all a nice little cycle. We're really excited to have some people coming on board. We're still talking to people. I've been trying to find the right spots for next year. So we're still looking for people. If people are listening to this and want to reach out.
How much space do you need if you want to do a plot?
We try for a standard 50 foot by 100 foot plot. That's about 1/8 of an acre.
Okay.
But we have a couple of people that we're talking to. It's slightly smaller. It still needs to be big enough that we can get a compact tractor in there. So one of the ways we can make this
Right.
sustainable is using some equipment and automation so that we can
Sure. That'd be a lot
do
of
it in a
work
timely way.
to dig it out by hand.
Right?
That's a lot.
Do people still do that?
Yes.
There are
It's
some
like
people
Yes.
who
a
do,
rotor
but-
till, right?
Yeah.
Rototiller.
We have like rototill on speed.
Yeah,
so.
even better. Rotor till flower.
Did
power.
it. I've done it. Yeah. Been there, did it, done it.
Right.
Yeah.
But because we have donated land and then volunteers who help, the multiplication factor of what we can do is huge. So let's think about this. If I gave you $75 and said, you're going to go buy green beans so that you can give it to a food pantry or the rescue mission or whoever, how many meals of green beans do you think on average you could get? You're going to go to the store first with $75.
I mean, fresh or frozen? I'd
Doesn't
say
matter?
frozen. It's going to be like,
Depends.
I bet they're like $2 a bag. So yeah, 35. 30?
Okay. And maybe even if it's like $1 a can or you get it 50 cents a can, right? Like even
Yeah,
if
but
you
how
get,
many is that going to feed?
Is it still not? I mean, it's 150.
Right.
Or didn't ask us to do math. That's not what we're talking about. But so we're hoping for sustainability is where we're going with this.
But what we're doing is we're starting just now because we've already done some events and raised some money. We're starting to buy the inputs for next year.
Okay.
So we spent $75 on green bean seeds. I have a bag of 25,000 green bean seeds that we could buy for $75. That's a whole lot more green beans than you could go just buying green beans at the store to donate, right?
How many green beans are you going to get out of that, do you think? Approximately. How many bushels?
It's going to be about 250,000 green beans. So you get 10 to 20
For
green beans per
$75.
plant. For $75. Mm-hmm. Because we have donated land and donated labor and $1,500 startup cost for a plot, right? Another example, we did a little experiment and the Lightseeds donated some land and we put $32 of seed potatoes in the ground, a couple of rows of seed potatoes. And a row was like 90 feet long, right? So it's not a small row. Mm-hmm. We had they grew all year long. We grew, we took care of them. And we had some volunteers come in and help us in the digging and the harvesting. And we just donated out 350 pounds of potatoes to the Center Township Food Pantry and to the Rescue Mission. So that's a 10x.
That's a lot.
Increase.
Yeah.
Good, clean, natural food right
Absolutely.
from here in Kokomo. I love that.
Yeah.
So
And
food, potatoes, green beans, what else?
Oh, collards, greens, mustard greens, tomatoes, peppers, squash, sweet potatoes. I mean, whatever we can grow in the ground.
Whatever you can grow. Flowers.
And flowers. Always flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think maybe if this sounds wonderful. If I had the space to do it, I'd love to. But I would need so much help as far as how do I not kill the flowers?
So you don't necessarily have to be the one who's growing it. You're giving us access to your land and a water hookup. And we're going to come in and plow it. And our volunteers will come in and take care of the plot, grow the food. You are more than welcome and we'll teach you. And you can join in and you can help harvest and you can grow and do whatever you want. But hands-on is not required.
Okay.
Like I would pay them to plant green beans in your backyard.
I mean, I probably would too. Just you could have the green bean. I don't have enough space though. I would love to give the whole backyard.
We'll figure it out.
So here's the challenge. You know who has lots of space?
Who?
Think of all the churches around here who have great big wide green areas.
Yeah. Okay. Churches.
What?
We're looking at you.
Right? Like what if all those churches donated 1 or 2 50 by 100-foot plots of their land and we could come in and have a bunch of volunteers come in and grow food that the church is then contributing food into the community.
Are you you're working with Rescue Mission a little bit already. I bet you already have my church then. Or maybe. South Creek.
Nope.
No, well, I'm going to be there.
So you need to tell us who to talk to about South Creek so we can talk to them about this, right?
Or
So we're
Hunter
looking for those
Perry.
contacts because individuals are great, but people's jobs change, they move, they leave.
Right.
The land may or may not be stable over time, but I mean, most churches are around for a pretty good long time.
I have a lot of space.
And
Did you guys just start this?
We did.
I mean, okay, so
Literally,
you're
in
just
July.
literally just getting into, I mean, it may grow like crazy.
That's okay.
That's the goal.
I mean,
That's
that's,
the goal.
what you want, to be able
what we
to
want.
make it so that everybody's food is grown, natural, fresh, and nobody's going to do without.
That's right.
Yep.
Why should
love
people
it.
have to do without?
I love it.
And it's not just, people who are homeless. There are a lot of folks who are working hard. They're working one
Right.
job, 2 jobs. The cost of everything's going up and putting fresh produce on the table becomes very expensive. So if we can get it not just to food pantries, but, eventually if we could grow enough that we could have stands where people could come and get
Yes.
food and do kind of free will donation kinds of things, right? I mean, we've got a longer range vision for how we can get lots of food into the community, but it becomes a partnership. It's people who are willing to come help plant and harvest, people who are willing to loan the land, and then people who are willing to come buy flowers and come to events so that we can raise the money to do the inputs. So, I mean, if you think about it, the inputs aren't that expensive. $1,500 for 1/8 of an acre of food that grows through 3 seasons. That's, spring spinach and cabbages and celery.
Oh, wow.
Right? And then it's summer tomatoes and peppers and potatoes and, all the other things that we
Onions
would
and
grow.
everything. Yeah,
Onions,
yeah.
absolutely. And then in the fall, you go back to kind of those cold weather crops again. We've got growing right now, just starting. We've got collards and greens and spinach and radishes and cabbages and all kinds of stuff. So we're on like 2.5 plots right now and we want to get to like 6 for next year.
Okay.
But then, we would like to grow more beyond that as long as we can have the volunteers and the support to make it sustainable. We want it to sustain itself.
So to get the word out, do you guys have a Facebook page or
We
do you
do.
have a website? And
We do.
where would they find that?
So it's Flowers Feed Folks on Facebook. And we have a Facebook page that's pretty active, and we put lots of sleepy bumblebees and little insects and
I doubt
strange
that.
flowers out of there too, because we have big cutting nights for events, and
How
we
fun.
find all the pollinators and share those pictures with people. So it's not just,
Yeah.
talking about the activity. We try and share some fun stuff out there
Yeah.
too. And we do have a webpage, and all of the events through the end of the year, and then by the time people watch this, it'll be into next year and into the first quarter, are out on the webpage. So it's flowersfeedfolks.org.
I'm writing that down because I've got some flower lovers at my house.
There you go. And do you have a phone number?
We do not.
Okay.
So it's kind of an asynchronous. All 3 of us have actually real jobs right now. This is stuff we're doing. In
Well,
our
they
spare
can
time.
they can message you if they have any questions. They can message you.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
They can message us
Yeah.
on Facebook, and we're glad to answer questions. And the QR code that's on those stickers, or if you've seen any of those stickers around, takes you directly to the Facebook page where all the events are listed.
So if anybody wants to donate any type of land, or if anybody wants to pay to buy some seeds or any type of donations, anything like that, then they can contact you on the website, or they can actually go to your Facebook page.
They should just go to the website. There's a donation page on the website where they can click buttons, and it tells you, here, you can support an entire plot. Here's $1,500. You can buy,
Volunteer.
the infrastructure. You can volunteer. So we have a mailing list. They can sign up for the mailing list, get the newsletter, be able to volunteer. We also do electronic gift cards. So if you've got a flower lover in your family and you're thinking about gifting, you can buy them a gift card, and they can use that then at one of our events to buy flowers or to attend a
great
workshop. So all that's out on the
Wow.
website. It's all digital. They can click away.
I
That's
love
pretty
it.
cool.
That's a great idea.
I know.
My
That's
grandma,
awesome.
my grandma always had a really long, beautiful flower garden growing up, and you just don't see them as often anymore as you used to. So this is so nice. How fun!
And one of the ways that we can do this and make it sustainable is we grow everything from seed or from propagation, right? So we're keeping all of our input costs low. And then we've got a vision for some longer term food sources too. So one of the things that we put in at Lightseas this year, we grew from seed asparagus. And so we put a 90-foot bed of asparagus in there. Now, obviously we're not going to get food out of that for about 3 years. But
how long
then
it
for the
takes?
next,
Takes a
Wow.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
for
know that.
asparagus.
But then, like, for the next 20, 25 years, you get a 90-foot bed of asparagus to harvest from. My husband's been working a lot on splicing apple trees, cherry trees.
Okay.
And so we've planted a couple of fruit trees around. So,
Raspberry.
yep, you can,
Oh,
you can
there
do
you go.
raspberries, strawberries. So, I mean, we can propagate all of those things. So if there are people who want a longer-term relationship and want to put some of those more permanent food sources in, we can work with them to do that too. And so we can have those kinds of things that are just permanent in the community as food sources.
Yeah, I mean, we have an apple tree in the backyard,
There you go.
and we just walk out. We'll make applesauce with it, and
Nice.
my dog Emmett, he's a bulldog. He loves apples. He'll chase an apple. He'll make you go over and throw apples for him. Little Emmett Appleseed is what we call him in the fall.
There you go.
Does he eat the apples?
I don't think he actually eats the whole, but he likes it when he bites into it.
Yeah.
Tastes good. He's a big fan of
He
it,
just bites into it, but he
Carries
spits
it
it
around.
out and carries it around.
and then expects you to throw it for him.
Oh,
That's awesome.
apple dog.
Apple dog.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So we talked about the growing of the flowers, and you mentioned that there are some super fun activities coming up throughout the winter. 3 growing seasons. We've got 4 seasons, so we need that extra season to.
right.
It's sustainability not only just for the food and the flowers, but for the whole program. You've got something going all the time, which is fair smart.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, we'll have a break. So by the end of the next 3 weeks, which is right now, it's early, almost October. So by the middle of October, we'll be done all of the planting for the year, right? Everything else will just be growing out through
Okay.
the rest of October, November for harvests. But the first seeds that we'll start for next year will start between Christmas and New Year's.
Greenhouse, is that what you normally do?
So we have an indoor seed starting area and then a small greenhouse
Okay.
to get things started. But yes, some of the things that we start are things that are hard to get a hold of. So things like Lysianthus, which are a really, really special flower. But you have to put the seeds started between Christmas and New Year's, and then you harvest them in July. Right? So they have
Okay.
this really long grow life.
Got to remember.
I don't even know what that flower is. I'll
don't
have
think
to
I do
look.
either.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will call them spray roses. So they look very much like a rose, but they
Okay.
don't have any thorns. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous flowers. The dahlias, right? So by the time we hit first frost, the dahlias, the tubers will get put to sleep for the winter. We have to dig them all up, store them.
Oh, yes, that's right.
They don't survive in the ground here. So we dig them up, store them, and then about March, we start waking them back up. And then we start getting blooms June, July through the fall. And we're doing some breeding programs. So dahlias are really interesting flowers. You have 2 copies of every chromosome.
Okay.
Dahlias have 8, which means they have billions of different chromosome combinations. When a dahlia makes seeds, every single seed is unique. And sometimes you get really cool, unique dahlias that nobody's ever seen before that make a really great cutting flower. So like this year we grew about 150, 200 seedlings. We have 4 that we're going to keep. They'll be unique. They get grown, designed here.
Wow.
By the bees in nature in Kokomo. The only place you'll be able to get them is
That's so cool.
from us, right? And so we'll continue that breeding program. We collect seeds every year. So.
You have that special Kokomo flower.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
somebody's got to do this. I mean, we're going to need these things down the road.
We need food.
Yeah.
And if we've got lots of plots of food and the infrastructure built, when other people are struggling and the supply chain is struggling and prices are high, we'll be able to feed folks. And so we're looking forward.
Are you looking for any starts, or is it mostly just looking for those donations for seeds and that type of thing?
We're looking still for a couple people who want to partner on land. We're looking for donations or people to come to events to help us fundraise. And we're starting to build the crews, right? The people who are like, one time I want to come, when you plant in the spring and you're going to plant all of the spring lettuce and cabbages, I want to come out for a couple of hours one day and help you plant. Or the people who say, hey, when it's time to harvest green beans, I want to come out for an hour and a half and help you harvest green beans, and I'll come out for 2 or 3 weeks in a row kind of thing. And so we're starting to build those lists of volunteers. So we're looking for people to go, I really want to do this kind of thing. It's not a permanent commitment. It's not something that you have to do every day or every week. But having those extra hands on board is going to be really important as we scale up.
It feels like I just read a study that said that the more time you spend with your hands in the dirt, the better it is for your mental health. And I mean, that's proven. That is proven. So
Okay, so that's why I'm not crazy.
yes.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Are you a big gardener?
Well, when I was a kid growing up, every time I got in trouble, which was a lot, I had to weed the garden. What's that tell you?
You were weeding the garden a lot.
Swear, that's true. So every time you were in trouble, that was one of your things. And I mean, it was very therapeutic. You got out there, you spent tons of time in the garden, and we had a weedless garden.
It's also a beautiful thing to watch
story.
happen. We talked about
Yeah.
the tubers earlier. What a miracle. I mean, what a miracle those are. You put them in the ground, they grow, you take them up, you put them away for the winter, you do nothing to them, and then you put them back in the ground and they grow. That's amazing. It really is. I know it's just so
No,
simple,
I
but
gotta
it's,
say it. I gotta say
it is. Okay, my friend has some really tall red ones that she plants every year and then has to pull them back up. I'll have her send us a picture so you
Okay,
can see
I
them.
wanna
They're
see
not.
it.
They're
Yeah.
not the same as these, but they are beautiful.
Dahlias have a ton, just thousands and thousands of different forms, colors, shapes, and dahlia breeding has become very popular. So every year there are growers out there who have more and more varieties.
Really?
Yeah. I was just watching Downton Abbey in the first season, and they were having the produce festival and the flower judging
yeah.
contest. Yep.
So then we do things like zinnias. So some of the zinnias that are in these
Yeah.
bouquets are from Floret, which is a grower on the West Coast. And some of them are from another grower called Dawn Creek. So those seeds are expensive, but we can grow them in a way that we can collect the seeds every year and reuse them, which we have permission to do from them.
Okay.
So it kind of amortizes the cost across, right? Like we can make that upfront investment. We'll pay $15 for the pack of seeds, but we know for the next 15 years, we're going to grow those flowers, right? And so
Yeah.
we can provide those really interesting, unique flowers that are people might not be able to get locally. They're not going to get when they go to Lowe's, right? Here you go.
They're lovely.
They're beautiful
And
flowers.
You said this
Yeah.
pink and white and yellow one. That's a dahlia, right?
It is a dahlia.
That is. I think that might be the most beautiful flower I've ever seen.
It's beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
lovely. Nice work. Good job, everybody.
I know.
I'm glad somebody.
Thank you, Mother
Oh my
Nature.
gosh.
A miracle.
It
The circle of life, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, our hope is that people get this excited about flowers. They want the flowers. They want to be around the flowers. They like doing arts and crafts and making valentines and art and tea and all kinds of stuff with the flowers and the herbs. And that we can use that to then sustain the inputs and continue to just provide the opportunity for us to have infrastructure within Howard County to grow lots and lots of fresh produce.
Love
I like
it.
Me too. Me too. Nan
Awesome.
Braun with us from Flowers Feed Folks. Make sure to like them on Facebook. You'll get a full list of their events, all the upcoming things. And making tea. That is really piquing my interest.
So that's in December too. So
Okay.
it's going to be just at the time you can keep it for yourself for the cold months, or you can give it to somebody as a holiday gift.
This is a lot of work that you guys are doing, by the way. So thank you. You and Michelle and Annie working very, very hard because you want to, because you care
Yes.
about this community.
Right.
You're not
Yes.
getting paid for it.
No,
Nope.
not at all.
All volunteer.
Absolutely, but it's important work. It needs to be done.
It absolutely is.
Not only important, but you love it.
Oh yeah.
That makes it nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You get to do a little bit of everything.
You get to take something that you're passionate about and makes you feel good, and you're helping other people.
Right.
It's hard to beat.
It really is. Flowers Feed Folks. Nan with us. Thanks again for joining us, Nan.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to see you at the upcoming events. I'm definitely going to learn how to make flower tea. That sounds like fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'll bring some for you.
Okay.
Ready to
I can't
taste
wait
it.
to try it. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
I'm Jessica. This is Kim. You've been watching The Ripple Effect. Thanks to Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union. We'll see you again next week.